everyone, it's Heather from Mystica. I just wanted to talk really quickly about the newer Both lights that we have. So the Both lights IR4's, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen by now, whether we've had them out or you own them already, because they seem to be everywhere now. They're super popular lights, and I just wanted to touch on a few of the features that are really fun, and some of the fun add-ons that you can have in here too. Let me just open up our case here. And we bought the charging case, so it's really convenient. You probably only need one though, if you're able to just kind of switch out the lights. If you buy like say 16 or 32 and you buy the 8-pack in the soft case, you can buy one charging case and then just leave that plugged in and then just swap the lights out. We bought all of ours in charging cases, and it's really nice and convenient that way that I don't have to switch them around. But if you're just doing like a couple gigs here and there, really handy. If you're doing bigger gigs back to back, you might want the charging case so that you're not switching them around, and you want to make sure your lights are always super charged up for your event. They do last a really long time though. I'll be honest, we can almost get like, I'd say like 2 6-hour gigs, no problem in. Once you start pushing like 8-10 hours, like they're probably about 12 to 16 hours in battery life. So I've done 2 full gigs with them. Depends if they're on the whole time, what effects they're doing, and what color they're on. The colors are super great. There's 32 presets. Let's pop one on here. So they have all the fun little features you'd want. And it's in DMX mode right now, but they have the regular colors that you can go through and select, and there's the 32 of them. Oh my God, don't drop it. So you can do different. There's a lot of shades of blues, pinky blues and greens. There's definitely a lot of those shades. And then their primary colors though are really solid. So you'll have your red, you'll have your green, your blue, and it does rate like true white. So you don't have those like RGB circles around them when you're doing them. So yeah, that is like an effect that I really like. Photographers really like that. Different vendors, it makes venues look really good. It also does orange, and then you also get black light though. So I don't know if you can see my back wall, if it's at all changing color there. Oh yeah, a little bit. So the black light is really good. I don't use it very often, probably almost never, other than for myself, but I really like that feature. Definitely if you're a black light fan and you're stuck in, I don't know what year it would be for that, 1993. They're really handy. So yeah, lots of different effects with that one, and they're pretty bright. People ask us a lot of the time, like, hey, they're really small, you know, they're battery operated, just how bright can they be? And 8 of these will easily fill out your DJ booth, right? So if you have like a facade in front, you have a couple lights behind you, whatever it is, if it's a head table, a back wall, you'll be able to do that with a case of 8. If you start doing like a full room, they're not really nearly as bright as I think it was the Microns that we had before, which were the big plug-in ones. And I'll take these over that though, because the convenience is miles apart. I'll throw a couple on the back wall here, and then you'll be able to hopefully see that it can change the brightness. Maybe I'll turn off my room lights. I'll just leave the camera going while I do that. And let's see here. So if I turn off, it might get dark for a second. I'll keep my one blue light on, and then let's set them to maybe like a nice, I don't know, number. This one's 22, this one's pink. So you'll be able to see it's hitting the ceiling, and even downstairs, in my room downstairs, it hits the ceiling. Like, their spread's pretty good. They are a smaller light though. You are only getting the 4, but I don't know. Let's set this one to maybe a bluey color. So 24 for that one. I don't know if my camera's gonna pick up the color well, but you'll be able to see just how quickly they can brighten up a room here. And those are about 3.5 feet apart. So, you know, normally you go like 6 feet apart. And I would probably go with 16 or 32 though, if you were setting them. That one's on black light. If you were going to set them around the room, I would definitely go for at least like, you know, that 1632 number. And then, I don't know, it's kind of a whitey blue. Let's see. So, yeah. Definitely, instantly can brighten up any wall. Really fun that way. I can turn my light back on now. And let's see here. Oh, I made it green, white. Okay. The other thing that's super cool about these lights, so when you order any of the cases here, the soft cases and the hard cases, I believe, let me double check that, but the soft cases and the hard cases are gonna come with these super cool magnets. So you get a bag of 8 of them with every order with Both Lights Canada, and they're really handy. So they're small, but man, are they mighty. The first time we ordered these in, I stuck them to the back of the light without thinking. I don't know why. I still honestly don't know why. So it just comes off. There's just a little nut and a washer on it there. So Yeah, I put it to the back of the light and it took me 20 minutes to get off of there. So don't do that. What they do have on the lights is, of course, your typical little hole there for mounting. So you just pop in that as you would, just point the magnet upwards like so, and then just screw on the nut on the bottoms. Let's see, I can do that one-handed here in front of the camera. And then I'll just turn it on. It might be on DMX mode. They're not bad to put on, pretty easy. And then finger tight is fine. I've never had to really overdo it more than that. I just untwisted it. I've never had to go tighter than finger tight though, really. So let's see what color, if it's on a color. If it's on a black light, let's do that so it doesn't blind the camera. I just find some metal. Obviously it's not gonna stick to like any aluminum, like the hard case here. Not gonna stick to that. I've got a DJ table here. I think you can see it in the camera. I'm just gonna pop it onto there, and as you can see, now it's a nice mounted light and it's not going anywhere. I like these magnets for school dances. If there's a lot of kids and I don't want them running around with my lights, these are fantastic for that, because you know they will run around with your lights. And yeah, kids always like to grab and steal things. Same with drunk people, right? You're gonna run into that anyways, and kind of nature of the game. So when you have something small and compact like that, you can see them though. Like if they're running around with a light, you'll be able to tell, I would hope. So as long as the DJ isn't also drinking, you'll be able to tell that there are lights moving around everywhere. And yeah, so they're a really good effect for the room. Doing the magnet is fantastic. The DMX is what we usually run them in. You can like have them go to like strobe light or something too if there's like a part of the song that makes sense to have like the strobe light go off really cool. And yeah, handy little lights. The charging case, you want at least one of them for sure. It makes a huge difference. And these cables, when you do order a soft bag, these cables, when you do order a soft case with the IR4's, they're not going to have room for your charging cable. So that's why it's really nice to have one of the charging cases. Have that on hand, then you can swap out the lights even if you buy a couple in the soft case. You know, no big deal then, and you have a place to store these. And yeah, just always just label what they are, otherwise things like this can get lost if you don't have a home for them. And those live in our case here, which again, I think this case weighs maybe 30 pounds with the lights in it. It's really, okay, maybe 30 or 40 pounds. It's not very heavy at all though. Like it's less weight than a speaker, and it's better than, you know, you have a nice hard case when you show up to venues. You're not walking around with those blue Rubbermaid tubs with your microns in them or your other lights because you don't have storage for lights. Showing up with this, I think, just looks better at all times. And they fit on the cart better as well. We use Gator carts with all of our stuff, and the Gator cart is #1 a game changer. But #2, it's super easy to stack these on top of each other and then just like walk around a room and drop your lights as you go. So yeah, I think that's most of the things. If I think of anything else, or if you have any questions, you can pop them down in the comments. And yeah, I ordered these from Uplights Canada. How much were they? I don't know, the prices are online. Honestly, I have no idea off the top of my head. Shipping is quick. Shipping is really quick. Western Canada, shipping is like 3 to 10 days. The rest of Canada might be like 5 to 10 days. And yeah, you get your lights pretty quickly though. So really nice shipping times, really nice product. And yeah, like look how little they are. They're so cute. Really good for small spaces as well. I do this venue. I don't know, can I sidetrack with a story? I do this venue all the time where the client, they always book the same venue and they set up the tables to the wall. So I'm always trying to like find different places because the chairs are touching, and then the venue that puts the tables to the wall. So there's actually no room for uplights to go anywhere without people walking on them. So I'm always trying to figure out like different ways to use the uplights. Sometimes in the foyer, sometimes at the stage, DJ booth with like a facade, that'll just kind of brighten up the room, right? And it's nice that they're so versatile though, because the first time I went to that venue and there was a little bit of extra room, there was no power along one of the walls. So it didn't even matter if they didn't have the table snugged up. There was no power anyways, and I was dragging extension cords everywhere. And then I actually very shortly after that bought these lights because it was a lot more convenient. So yeah, if you get a chance to pick up any of these or test them out, I highly recommend it. That's probably all I can say about them. They're simple. They're so simple, right? There's nothing to really troubleshoot, nothing to really problem solve. If the lights ever don't come on DMX mode, power cycle as you would any other light. And yeah, that's probably the only thing I ever ran into once was that. Otherwise, they've been completely solid lights. If you haven't made the switch yet to battery operated, well worth it as well. Big difference in setup time. Really big difference. I think that's probably it. So maybe I'll do a video on the chroma cannons. Again, another simple light. The tubes, a little more neat. A little bit more to do with sound switch on those because you can pixel map them. These lights though, the IR4's, they're just perfect. Right? I mean, anything that lights up my back wall makes me pretty happy there, so, because it's black lights, so, yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. So, for now, check out these lights if you haven't yet. They are my new favorite light, by far. It used to be the Chauvet Spot 155s that I bring out to kind of fill a room up. Now, it's these guys. These guys do all the work of those, and it's just that nice, small, simple case again. So yeah, new favorite light by far. Thanks for watching.